Life, friends, is boring. We must not say so. After all, the sky flashes, the great sea yearns. We ourselves flash and yearn. And moreover, my mother told me as a boy, repeatedly, ever to confess you're bored means you have no inner resources. I conclude now I have no inner resources because I am heavy bored. Peoples bore me. Literature bores me, especially great literature. Henry bores me with his plights and gripes as bad as Achilles, who loves people and valiant art, which bores me. And the tranquil hills and gin look like a drag, and somehow a dog has taken itself and its tail considerably away into mountains or sea or sky, leaving behind me. Wag. That, of course, is one of Berryman's dream songs. This is one of his sonnets. Sigh as it ends. I keep an eye on your amour with Scotch, too sure to consummate. Faster your disappearing beer than lately mine. Your naked passion for the floor, your hollow leg, your hanker for one more dark as the Sundam trench. How you dilate upon psychotics of this class, collate stages, and how long since you well forbore. But the high fire sings on to be fed, whipping our darkness by the lifting sea a while. Oh, darling, drinking like a clock. The tide comes on, spare time from what you spread her story, tilting a frozen daiquiri, blonde, barefoot, beautiful, flat on the bare floor, riveted to Bach. I read 4 sonnets of my own. This first one has to do with a man called Charles Monteith, who was the poetry editor at Faber and Faber, the great British publishing company, which has a very special relation, of course, with FSG. Eliot, as you know, used to say that his dedication to the wasteland, Il Miglior Fabbro, meant it's better at Faber's. I'm sure, of course, had he been over in this part of the world, he'd have been saying Il Miglior Farrar or something along those lines. But Charles Monteith, who died last year, was the editor there, Seamus and Tom Gunn and myself and many other poets. And I wrote this poem to his memory. It's a poem about a circus and about some elephants. Charles, I should say, was in Burma during the Second World War and was injured there in a mine blast. Burma. Thunder and lightning, the veil of the temple rent in twain, as I glimpse through the flackering flap of the tent, the rain, flash flooding across the shoulders and roughed out head of one of 16 elephants, putty-coloured, teak-rend, blue, dun, that now skip round the ring to flourish their blunt tusks, their capes of rain-dark jute or sisal or coconut husks, to foist themselves upon the public, one day to escape the pavilion which this morning we watched them hoist.